Welcome to At the Close, Spencer Israel. I got Joel with me here, and wow, right? Wow, I'm looking up at my charts right now. I see a whole lot of green. I see some things are red, but mostly green, right? Every index is green, every sector is green except for energy. Oil is down, gold is down, but yeah, wouldn't you know it? An up day. Who would have thunk? All right, it is at the close, last half hour of the day. Let's get to it. Hit that like button for me. Here we go. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
Hey, Joel, we're green.
It's all because of your peppiness, your refusal to give in to the bearish tones of Dennis.
I am by no means a huge bull here. I'm not buying hand over fist or anything. But no, I like what we said this morning. There can be vicious today's. I wouldn't call today a vicious update, but there can
This is
be.
a vicious update.
It is a vicious update. All right, okay,
Yeah.
fine. Vicious update. There can be
and
vicious updates.
and you know what's weird is that we're like looking at the right chart here, right? You guys know I'm a daily kind of trader, right? And there's where my derive my levels from. Where's your resistance here? Friday's high at 43.26.75. Do I dare say that? I mean, holy mackerel. I mean, we're just in a area, but we'll just recap everything. We'll run it down. We'll do the stocks of your choice. We caught that bid in the pre-market. I can't remember what was it because of oil going down? Was that what turned us this morning? Because there wasn't any much war news. And took out the pre-market high, chopped around a little bit. I think we did get a Putin headline that negotiations are not going well. That was good for a little dip, but just hit 42.60. And when your top number on your sheet is 42.44.75, not sure what you do from here, but current high 42.60. Crude off the lows from the session, but down having a real bad day, down 697. That's almost 6.8%, 9604. Gold getting shellacked at 19.50. That's down 41.30. Silver, high ho silver, that's down 18 cents at 25.11. Bitcoin inching its way back up 975 at 39,805. And Ethereum doubling that on a percentage basis, up 5.1%, $130 at 26.61. So should I? Oh yeah, CPI data. Thank you. Yeah,
PPI.
PPI. Yes, thank you, Hardy OZ. That's right, man. These days are so long. I'm dazed and confused for
All
so
right, wait.
long.
Let's put PPI in perspective. It wasn't great. I mean, yeah. So it came in a little bit below the estimates. Let's not numb ourselves to this massive inflation here. It still was pretty alarming year over year.
Yeah, and we got the Fed tomorrow, right?
We have the
Yep.
Fed tomorrow. Yeah, I mean, so a 10% year over year increase in the producer price index. That's a lot. I mean,
Thrifty Joel wants to know, does Joel have Michigan going to the Final Four?
absolutely no.
Every year. I mean, come on. You got to just make that donation and then and see what happens. But you guys don't want it. You don't want me to talk basketball. But I'm just kind of like Big Ten centric this year. It's like this is the year, not necessarily Michigan, but like Purdue with those big men like that, Trevion Williamson and Zach, whatever his name is. I mean,
Yeah,
man, but we'll see. A long way to go. But Michigan, the first game, Thursday, 12:15. You know where I'll be.
I do. Let's talk about AMC and the stock that I don't want to say it'll be forever linked to it, but it'll be linked with it at least for now. HYMC. I very much am curious, Joel, if whether these things trade together today. Notwithstanding, obviously today's crazy because HYMC went to almost $3 and now it's down to $1.50. But going forward, I'd be very curious to see how these things trade. Even like on paper, like so AMC took what was the number here? AMC took a 22% stake in this company. Not the world's biggest stake by any means, and in no way, shape, or form should they be correlated, obviously. But I am curious to see if they are correlated here going forward. Regardless, HYMC gave back almost all those gains, and AMC is up
Yeah.
7% today.
Um, I don't know. Well, first I'd do a commentary on the AMC, and that's doing okay today. New low of the move. Tomorrow on pre-market prep plus. I don't know if we have any apes out there, but I do my Wednesdays with Wedbush, and I'm gonna have Alicia Reese on. And boy, oh boy, she fought the apes. She did a downgrade of that, and they were all over her. But she's gonna come on tomorrow at 9. I opened it up to the public. I'll put the link in there tomorrow. Y'all can join me. But she kind of uh, she thinks the movie industry, and she has a favorite pick. I'll save that for tomorrow. But she thinks that it's kind of recession proof. That yeah, it's expensive, more than it was, but recession or war. Hey, you want to go to the movies and get away with it. So she's got a top pick in there. We'll see how that portrays. AMC, I mean, it's moving, it's up. New low of the move yesterday. I'm surprised the apes didn't run with this a little bit more, but it's having a good day. So if you want to do a swing trade, you can lean on that. It was had a higher open, came all the way down to 1320. What was the close? Did they give you a chance to buy the close on this one? Let's see. Show old data. The close from yesterday. I can do the math. That was 1357. Got the 1317. Nice move. No major resistance until you get the let's call it 1560. That's splitting your 3 and 4 day highs. 1356 was the close yesterday.
This is an interesting question from Seahawk. With Chinese COVID lockdowns looming, could online Chinese education stocks like TAL or EDU, for example, get a push? I'm going to go ahead and say no. Okay. And why would I say no? Because the Chinese government has also said no. This industry can't be for profit anymore. That's basically what they said. That's why EDU went from 19 to a buck, and TAL went from 90 to a buck. I mean, that's yes. Daryl, that is what happened. So COVID or no COVID, I think there's no play here, honestly.
Yeah, I'm going to echo that sentiment on that one. I'm not going to. Those stocks are so tough, but and I mean, is there be extended lockdown? What's going on over there? I haven't heard anything. Is it how's it? Is it that bad over there? I really
Well,
didn't.
I saw over the weekend it was 3,000 cases, which, like, let's be honest, it's not that much. So I don't know. I don't know
I don't
yet.
know. Maybe just become numb to it
I
now.
know that's also part of it.
Yeah. Yep. But
Okay. I also want to look at the VXX, Joel, and this is a great example in understanding when the big fish are, or when there are big fish in a stock or in an ETF or whatever. If I told you, hey, a specific security, a stock, a fund, an ETF, whatever, it's going to go up 46% and be halted a half dozen times in the first couple hours of the trading session, you would probably assume that the volume bar today would be off the chart, and yet it's not. If you look at the daily volume in VXX today, it's actually dramatically lower than where it was even a couple months ago. And why is that? Because the institutions are out. VXX is broken. The only people trading this thing today are people that are just trying to make a quick buck, and and it's broken. There are no institutions using this instrument anymore because Barclays said they're not going to create any new shares. Therefore, the fund is it's not a fund, it's an ETN. The ETN is more or less broken. Has no is not guaranteed to track the underlying VIX futures that it holds. It's no guarantee to stay in line with the net asset value. It didn't today. It got to 41.65. I think the NAV was like in the 20s. Now you see it's down to 30. But it just goes to show like the institutions, they're all out. Nobody wants any part of this right now.
And Barclays is kind of like they're kind of taking the ball and going home, huh? They don't want to play anymore. What, they lose some money? Barclays lose some money. They don't want to do any more
Well,
shares.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to know. The statement that they gave wasn't especially clear. I assume that it's gotten too expensive for them to hedge against. I don't know, honestly. I really
They're
don't.
not making money. They're not making as much money, and maybe they lost a little bit of money, so we don't want to do the product anymore.
It could be that. It also, and this is a little bit conspiratorial, but it also wouldn't shock me if this is just a casualty of the fact that many banks, European banks especially, because this is owned by Barclays, many banks are having to realize serious losses by pulling out of Russia and divesting themselves of their Russian assets. And maybe that creates a chain reaction where they look around and say, okay, what can we cut? This, that, and the other thing. I have no. That's just a little bit of a conspiracy. I have no idea if that's true, but it wouldn't shock me. Every bank is going to realize losses from this war, and they need to cut the unprofitable stuff. So
I I mean, I have never been a VIX fan. Never, ever. And I have my own personal VIX, and that's the S&P, and the trading ranges in that. Yeah, SVXY. That hit the trail, wiped a bunch of people out. Right? Remember when that? Zero.
it was
You
it was
know?
it was XIV. It was the inverse VIX.
Yeah.
ETN
Yeah,
or something.
I mean, I don't, if you're trading options, okay, you're a big options trader, then it's a big, calculation in the formula, the pricing. But I mean, I've never been a big fan of it, and yeah, ridiculous price action today. So know what you're trading. A lot of better instruments out there to trade than those. So I'll just leave it at that.
Fun trivia for you. When was the VIX invented? Do you know?
The
You're
70s.
you're incorrect, Aaron. You're also wrong. I had to look it up though. 1993
Okay.
is the answer to when the VIX was created. Okay, moving on here. Who dropped Easy Mike? Dropped that in the chat. Yep, that was on my list as well. Big Lots, BIG with your intraday headline of the day, a 13D filing from Mill Road Capital. Fun fact: I went to Mill Road Day Camp growing up. Mill Road Capital showed that they increased their stake slightly in Big Lots, and they bought some more stock. In the range of $55 to $70 per share.
Wait a
No,
second.
no.
Sold.
Sorry, they believe. Let's correct that. Come on, Spencer, read. They believe a sale process could maximize value. They highlighted a potential purchase price of between 55 and 70 per share. That's what they said.
Hmm. Uh, I heard Charles squawk this out, and it was on the move, and just I mean, I don't know how many shorter term traders here, people with targets and stuff, but when it was traded like around 36 and a quarter, when that news came out. Now look at the upper right chart, Spencer.
Yeah, it's
What would you
it's a spec in the
before
grand scheme of things.
before you saw this bar,
Okay.
okay, for today, and you were long,
Oh,
where would your target
on the upside
be?
or the downside?
If you were long, that would be on the upside, Spencer.
No, no, not necessarily. You could have a stop loss target. What? Why do you?
Oh, okay, good. Okay, on the upside, I said.
Okay. Yeah, 38
Right,
looks
38. And so I
pretty
gave
good
him
to
that
me.
number,
Yeah.
right? And and then you had that one other spike high at 39.81, and I'm like I was like 38's a good number, and it goes through it, and so that's just for like trading, if you're trying to maximize profits or something like that. Let's say you let some go with 38 and you're kicking yourself, when it goes 38 and a half, 39, then it went to 39.28. But like when the dust, it's easier to get lifted when the thing's going up, right? So I bet you when it came back down through 38, right, and this bar up here, I bet you it wasn't too easy. So respect those daily levels. Don't look back. Stick with them because I would have been thinking, oh, this is going to go to 39.81 for sure now. But it was just an expanded move and big day for big lots.
Um, Tony in the chat. Tony, irrational exuberance as a result of QE. You must be in a great mood right now because QE is over and we're raising rates and we're taking the punch bowl away. You must love that, Tony. I'm assuming because
Tony, he kind of Tony, where you been? Like
I don't
Tony
know.
comes and he goes, doesn't he?
Comes and he goes. Yeah,
He's not consistent. Like
it's a free country.
he's no easy Mike.
It's a free country.
He's no easy Mike.
Do whatever you want.
But you know who has to be the number one, the who's been with us through thick and thin? The
No,
boy, yeah. Come
no.
on. Who's been around the longest, I think?
I'm not picking favorites here.
And I'm not saying he's a favorite. I'm just saying
Well,
he's been around the longest. Was over in that other chat. Is anybody over in that other chat
yeah,
anymore?
yeah. Bill, are you talking about Bill?
No, Bill's kind of new. Bill's kind of. I'd say Bill's within a couple years. No, come on. No, it's not you, Barat. Come on.
I don't.
Easy Mike's been around for a while. Come on, this is so
Joel,
obvious,
Joel,
Spencer.
I'm not going to go through everyone here. I'm just.
No, you should know who it is.
Oh, Nick Malucci is that you?
Nick's good.
Nick is the best.
Nick
Yeah,
is second.
Nick's good. I don't know.
Oh, this is so easy.
No, not Darren.
No,
Dio,
Darren's new.
Dio or BZ Tokyo or BNZ.
No,
Dude,
no. We had him on the show once too. Long time ago.
had him on the show once.
And he goes by, he changes his acronym a little bit. He changed his acronym once. He has one thing in the pre-market chat, and then come on. I'm staying here until you get this. This is so easy, Spencer. There you go.
Oh,
Right
Jay.
Spinner.
Yay!
Spinner.
Spinner. I'm sorry,
Spinner.
Jay's the man. I'm sorry, Jay.
He was around, and I'm not going to mention
I'm
who
sorry,
was
Jay.
around in the old days.
Jay was around before. I think Jay predates me, actually.
He was around when we had some pretty raucous people in here, right? Remember that?
Yeah. I
Things
think
used to
Jay.
get down and dirty. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Jay. Do you ever talk to those guys from?
Oh, who was that one guy? Whatever happened to him?
We banned from who? What the guy that shall not be named,
No,
or
don't name that one.
the other one?
Oh, who was the guy? He used to always get on us, and Jay, you used to go at it with him. He had like a comment, like he went, but I don't even know what his real name was. But he was always like had winning trades like all the time, every time he traded. John, was it Johnson?
Yeah. John used to come and fight a lot.
Well,
All right,
what was his last name?
Oh gosh,
John.
This is from like 4 years ago. I don't
He
remember.
was. I wonder what happened. I wonder if we ran him out of here.
I don't know. He's a bot. That's all I know. Okay, back to the market. What else was on my list here? I wanted to talk about Coupa, COUP from this.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
I understand that everything is almost everything is rallying today. So if you bought Coupa from the open, you took almost no heat
I
for the
know.
first like hour of the day.
But you had to be brave,
Oh, for sure. Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
It's easy in hindsight to say that, but like Who wants to come in when you're down whatever it was 25% this morning?
Yeah, I'm not too bad on these things because you look at the pre-market low, and then it's just the way it was traded here. It was because if you got a big hand, like let's say you need to buy like 5 million, shares, and you wanted to buy them at 70. John Dotson, that's right, it was John Dotson. You don't want to show your hand. You don't want to show a 10,000 share bid. You want to see offers, and that's what someone was doing, very patient, or a group of people, and then the algos pick it up. But even if you waited to the regular session, open 64.96 and hit 64.71. Dino, I hope you traded it long off the open. He said he traded that coupon the open. That's the best time. I mean, I know there's good risk reward ratio there. Yeah, I mean, you can get smoked, but man, I mean, if you're gonna take a shot on something, man, that's a good time to do it. But good for you. I was all right on buying it. My targets, I said, you just got to throw it out at the half and whole numbers because who knew it was going to stop at what, 74 or something like that. But after you have this initial move, then it gets tough. That really, really gets tough. So, all right, we're at the highs of the session,
I was gonna tell you,
42.60.
Joel, we're still going.
Woo-hoo!
Still going. Let's see. So the Nasdaq right now is up 3.33% today. I'm looking at the futures. We can go off the Qs or the actual index or whatever, but around 3.33%. Everything else, S&P is up what, 2.33 or 2.25. The Russell is up 1.5. The Dow is up 2%. Again, it's everything except for energy and gold.
Yeah.
Basically it.
No one's worried. No one's worried about the war. I mean, I think at least what the market is saying today is that they're just gonna. And when I think about this too, if I sat down with Putin, I'd be like, "What's your plan in a year? I mean, what are you gonna take over the entire Ukraine? I mean, that's a pretty big piece of real estate there, and I don't know if he has one. So I don't know. We'll
By
see.
the way,
I'm
I
not.
saw a map of Ukraine overlaid on top of the U.S. I did not realize how big Ukraine is. It's huge.
Oh,
It's
oh
huge.
yeah. Oh, big old big. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
It is. It is. But anyways, it's a relief rally. I'd rather see instead of going up 99 handles today, I'd rather see us go 30, 30, 30. And have a little bit more of a steady run.
That's
But
not gonna happen. Come on.
that's not in this market. We're
That's
ripping.
not gonna
We're
happen.
ripping. We're ripping. And the daily high, 43.26. Friday's high. I mean, come on. What can you say?
All right, here's the calendar for tonight. As I said, not much this week really, but Sentinel One, ticker S, Smart Sheet, ticker SMAR, Kodak, if you care about that. Car lots, that's it. Not much. Then tomorrow morning, Jable Circuits, Land's End, Shoe Carnival, three that jump out to me. Of course, tomorrow we know
The
what
Fed.
the story of the day will be, and it's the start of it's the first four, Joel, of March Madness, but no, it's actually the Fed meeting.
That's
Obviously,
tonight. Is it tonight, the first
oh,
four?
you're right. You're right. It's
Yeah,
tonight.
yeah.
Yeah, obviously, 2 p.m. Eastern time tomorrow is when the statement comes out. 2:30 is when Jerome Powell's press conference starts. We will, of course, be streaming that on this YouTube channel, and I don't. And people were asking like, "What do you think the
It's gonna
market
go a
will
quarter.
do?"
It's gonna go a quarter.
No, that's not a question. And frankly, if they don't go a quarter, I think if they don't go a quarter, whether
Market
they
will be down 7,000
market
points.
will market's gonna freak out if
They're
they don't.
gonna go a quarter. Where's your little Fed watch tool?
And 98%,
Yeah.
98%.
And they're not gonna do a half. I mean, they're not gonna. I know he telegraphs what he does, so it's going to be data dependent. I mean, there's all these things, but
Anyway,
the commodities, wheat's not coming off today. I heard India is trying to increase their exports. Let's see, how's corn? Hey, did you guys enjoy the cow guy this morning? Corn's looking a little
Always.
bit better.
Oh, always, always.
What else? Sweet corn, beans in the teens. Boom. All of a sudden, commodities difference. Wow, beans consolidating. Yeah, we'll see. So it'd be an exciting day tomorrow.
All right, we got 4 minutes, actually 3 minutes left in today's session. So whatever tickers are on your radar, if you have a few, drop them in the chat. We can spend the next couple minutes looking at those charts here. And I did see, it's interesting, Joel, as this show was starting, I saw a $1 billion buying balance, and I thought to myself,
Sold.
there's no way that stays. Well, guess what? It actually increased to $4 billion. But again, that was as of 5 minutes ago. But still, $4 billion buying balance, not nothing.
No, but these imbalances have been. I mean, they've. I mean, like you hear Triple D talk, about him. He'll trade just about anything under the sun. But they're tricky. I mean, they really are because someone could come in and uh, um, offset it. Hey Jay, you got a tea time tomorrow? Take your tea time tomorrow. Go out and play. I mean, those events are. If you're really who's gonna trade and invest long term on like his testimony and whatnot? I mean, man, oh man, it's just it's fun for TV. It's fun
Yeah,
for
of course.
CNBC.
Yeah,
It's fun, but
yeah.
as far as getting meaningful price action out of it, you know, we know what they're gonna do. But anyways,
I,
what are
I
we gonna do?
I just remember like when it was when I first joined Benzinga, or it was a couple months after, was the first rate hike since the Great Recession. It was 2015. I remember that being like a very big deal. Um, and so this is kind of bringing me back to that because this will be our first rate hike tomorrow.
Didn't we have some in 18?
Yeah, since this will be our first rate hike since December of 18, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that well, you were around before that?
Well, I was around at 15, but I was saying
Yeah.
the 15 rate hike was my first. Okay.
Yeah,
Mongo.
Spencer used to
Yeah.
work the customer service desk and hand out all those refunds. Remember that when you were like back in the
Yeah.
corner with Aladari?
Yeah. I remember, Joel.
And then you got thrown to the wolves.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens. All right, let's do one stock here. Let's do who was first. Let's go.
Let's do a good stock. Noah Posner.
Good stock. Yeah,
This better be a good
yeah,
stock.
MongoDB. We can do MongoDB. That's cool.
MongoDB. MDB.
Yeah, that's cool.
Huh. I mean, it's trying. Uh, you had a nice move up. And then they changed their mind. I don't mind leading on here for a swing trade. You got your low. I mean, you know where your risk is right here. Your risk is down to 272.50. I got made a higher low today. I mean, I wouldn't ride it out to there because you got a pair of lows at the 284 area. I would say if this can like find a home over 300, like it hit 376 today, but you get a couple closes over that, then you got some room on the upside, 324. But the big level to me would be let's call it 340, 341. Three highs in a row before the big breakdown, 339.79 to 344.04. But not a bad chart. You know where your risk is, and I don't know, you need an upgrade or something like that. I don't know. But kind of disappointing it didn't close over 300 today, but maybe tomorrow.
Final tally, green across the board, except for energy and gold. What else is new? That's a wrap for us. Joel, catch you tomorrow. Everyone going live on Benzinga's Cannabis Insider Show. This stream will end or redirect to that. Have a great rest of your day. Smash that like button, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Good job today, Spencer. Be all chipper tomorrow, and we'll get another rally, okay?
I'll do my best.